Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to my awesome trailer build that I've been doing. As you saw last episode, I got all the floors replaced. Everything is looking good, solid. Going to be able to move everything without worrying about stuff falling through the floor going 70 down the highway, so that's always a plus. The next step I have is to lay some of this E-track down. I've got, like I said, I think I've got 96 foot of this. And I've got two 8-foot strips that I'm going to be laying on either side of the trailer on the floor. I've got a couple other boxes here with E-track to go up on the walls. I'm going to do a higher run there and then a lower run. I know I've got these D-rings, but it's going to be a lot easier just to have this track going so I can have multiple attachment points. I'm not running it all the way down the floor. As you can see there at the end, there's about 4 foot left over. Almost everything that I would really need to put down onto the floor and attach to the floor is going to be run in the middle to a little bit closer towards the front of the trailer, but I am planning on eventually buying another 8-foot piece, cutting it down, and then filling both of those in almost all the way to the end of the trailer, so just not going to need that right now. I also have a few LED strip lights that I'm going to be running up along the ceiling on either side to give me plenty of light in here, because these little dome lights, they don't even work first off. There we go. Yeah, those don't even work first off, and they are not going to be bright regardless even if they did work. So going to run some of those lights. It already has a switch over here. I'll show you how all that's going to be wired in. And then also, my seals really aren't doing a whole lot for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pull all the old seals off. I've got all new seals that I'm going to be putting around all the doors. Also have some seam sealer to replace, well, not replace, to fix a few leaks. There's just a little bit leaking from here still. There's a little daylight right there coming through. There's also another leak over there, I believe. So I'm going to get a few of those fixed up and make this completely waterproof. Outside of that, it's actually pretty solid as far as the roof and everything. There's not a lot of leaks besides those few places, which I knew going into it. So I'm gonna get those fixed, show you guys all the process in this video over the next couple days. It's really cold out, it's not even freezing, so I'm gonna get to moving so I can warm up a little bit. I've got all of these running right along the studs in the floor, so every 16 inches it's gonna be getting a wood to metal screw that's gonna go straight into the studs in the floor, and then I am gonna be coming back with some wood screws in between and filling in some of these gaps in between some wood screws to make sure that these are nice and solid to the floor. Alright, so first mistake of the day. These are not long enough to go through the floor and through the metal. Be sure you have the right length of screw. So went up to 2 3/4 inch. These are going to be too long for the walls, I believe, so these will be just fine for the walls. The walls are only 3/8 inch, whereas the flooring is 3/4 inch. So let's try that again. Alright, so I got all of the E-tracks on the wall. Took me about an hour and a half to get all this put up. Don't have a ton of time before work. I'm actually finishing up and going to be heading into work. But all the E-track is laid down. I do have to come back and screw these in a little bit better. I just threw a screw there, need to throw some more screws on just to secure everything down. And I'm also going to be coming back both on the floor and on the wall and throwing some wood screws in these spaces in between. So like there's going to be a steel screw going in there and there, but I'll throw a couple of wood screws in between just to make sure everything is nice and secure. And I did mess something up a little bit, which is super frustrating, but you guys ever heard the saying, cut once and everything's fine? Yeah, me neither. So up top here, I didn't need a full piece because of the door, which, if you look right here, cut it off, threw some black paint on there just to make sure it wouldn't rust. It's a little bright right there, but it ends right on a stud. whereas the bottom piece, go, and I cut it too short. So I was in a hurry cutting these, and I was using my neighbor's saw, and it was super cold out. I was trying to hurry before I had to go into work, and I just made a mistake. So not a huge deal. I'll still be able to throw some wood screws here on the end, and it'll hold just fine. I will probably replace that eventually, and these leftover pieces that I have are going to go in other smaller spots in the trailer. This one here is almost perfect to fit in between the studs up there. It'll actually hit 3 studs. There's a stud right there on the end, and then the end there that it will hit. So I'll get another one for down there. Like I said, probably a couple more 8-foot pieces will finish me off. This is about a 4-foot gap right there. See, that is one of the cutoffs. It's too small. So I'm not going to need it right now for this particular move, but just for the sake of having it completely finished off in this E-Trax, I probably will go ahead and get that eventually. But for now, I got everything I need for the move. I'll secure everything a little bit later. Right now I got to get into work, and I'll finish working on things tomorrow.
The next morning.
All right, guys, so I've been screwing all morning long. Completely forgot to put my rubber on, but it's better late than never. So it's time to go ahead and rip off all the old seals, put new rubber seals on all the doors. So we'll get that done. What'd you guys think I meant? So the seals on these doors are almost non-existent. There's nothing up along the top edge, along the sides. It's coming off like right there. So a lot of it's missing. The bottom section here just looks terrible. It's coming off all along the side door here and just kind of hanging. Bottom piece is barely connected. This is actually like the only good piece of trim on there, or of a gasket on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all of these peeled off and replaced. To be quite honest, this is not as thick as I wanted it to be. You can see here, this piece of trim is obviously a little bit wider than this one. The tape on there is a little thicker too, whereas that's just a little guy. So after I rip this stuff up, I'm gonna try to get rid of obviously some of this dirt and everything, but just some of the leftover residue on there. Gonna use some low odor mineral spirits to try to get that done. So just try to clean it up a little bit, make sure the tape has enough room to stick on there. So as you can see, it started snowing on me a little bit, but got it all done, so that's all that matters. As you can see, got it all the way around. I really did not think I was going to have enough of this gasket tape to make it, but I did, barely. Well, not all the way, I'll show you. Almost had enough. Got the top piece along the door there, and the side piece all the way down to about there, like a foot short from what I needed. Well, and the bottom doesn't have a piece, but nothing's going to really be leaking up. But like I said, I'll probably replace that stuff later with a little bit thicker gasket. That was just my fault. I didn't know it was that thin when I was ordering it. But that's going to get us good enough going down the road to get a better seal than what was already on here. But guys, that is the E-Trax install into the trailer. Almost all 96 foot of it. I did come back in a few places and put some bolts into the ground where it wasn't going to be hitting a stud. And I just used 1.5 inch bolts, some nylon nuts, and washers there on the bottom. So it had a good strong hold there on the ends when it didn't have a metal stud to go through. So I think I'm going to call it quits for this video. Hope it was helpful for you if you guys are installing E-Trax in your trailer. Got a few other things to do, like pick up the nuts that I just stepped on the ground, run the lights along the ceiling, throw some seam sealer up on a few holes. I'm going to try to put a little ramp on the end of the big door ramp over there, so it's a little smoother transition from the ground. But besides those few little things, this trailer is ready to go. I appreciate you guys checking out Life of Bliss, and I'll see you soon.